Okay, so part two, exterior. So I'm starting out here in the front of the property line, and then I'm gonna go on the side to the back. Little water fountain here, drown out some of that noise, because you can hear the freeway noise a little bit, even though it's faint. You can't hear it at all inside, but out here you can hear the artificial ocean. So this is almost an acre, so it's 0.92 acres, 40,000 square feet. And like we talked about AZ, most of this is, I mean, it's usable, but not ideal, because everything would be terraced, because it definitely doesn't feel like a full acre of what's been developed and made usable. So here we have this little, you know, this is actually a good amount of shade back here, but you know, a little area. I'm not going to walk down there yet. I'll start on the top. So we've got this little side section here, terrace with dark bark, maple tree. And then here's kind of like the highlight of the property and why this is called Scenic Drive. So you have all this, you know, tile, stone tile, paved space, and then a little pad of grass that needs to be watered. But man, look at that view. Not as good as the Berkeley home, seeing both bridges, but this is still pretty breathtaking, peaceful. And again, the artificial ocean slightly in the back. As you can see, here's your, I suspect the property line has to go much further than the gate shows for it to be an acre. But nice, you got that little oak tree right there. Probably need to maintain it every once in a while, so clear out some of your view, or be able to have more of a view. But yeah, I think it has to go down pretty far for this to be an acre. Let me swing around to the back, and then I'll take a walk around the perimeter of that fence. So here, more side garden. This is access from one of the rooms, the guest room, sorry. This is the one I was saying has access to outside. And then these are your two, the two bedroom. These right here, this one and this one are the two kids' bedrooms. Okay, so I'm not going to walk past there, but here's the structure, the second structure. I kind of already showed you some of this, but you know, you've got the open this. You've got your little outdoor concrete paved hangout area next to the structure. There's giant redwood, or not giant yet, but could be over many years. So redwoods, these are pretty close to the property, so there's always going to be that, you know, liability, that risk with these kind of trees being so close. The one positive I would say about redwoods is they're the most solid. So probability wise, when you compare something like this to eucalyptus, this is going to have less probability of it falling than a eucalyptus, which has very shallow roots. Anyhow, so yeah, you're really close to these big trees, and you know, if something were to happen, you know, the property's right next to it, but probability is low with these redwoods. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and walk along the edge there. Starting here. Maybe I won't go all the way to the bottom. So those posts have fallen. It's gravity. Again, didn't see any evidence of that structure of the home, the primary structure of the home, falling down the hill. But you can see here we're on this really pretty close to a slope. So again, I think this property line goes way further back. And then here you have your neighbor to use the land. When I say non-usable, livable is probably a better term, because here's a good example of it being usable in that it's generating solar. So I could see something where you could do that there. You'd have to analyze just the angle of the sun throughout the day, but you can see clearly they're doing that. So that's generating a bunch of electricity. Yeah, and then this just connects back to that little front side garden next to the driveway. So that's probably a good way to finish. Alrighty. And back to the water fountain. Okay, so let me know what you think. Apologies, I didn't see that this didn't have a garage. But yeah, let me know if you want to see it. Okay, happy birthday, AZ. And thank you. I'll talk to you soon.